You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down the block with a badass bitch. With my mind on the chips and it's not on my hip. Fuck then I dip, say I'm finna take a trip. You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down the block with a badass bitch.
Yep, you read that right. I'm a felon. Well, okay, not actually, but I got close. We accidentally got locked up for international drug trafficking. Now you may be thinking, there's no way to do that accidentally. But when you're friends with Jimmy, anything, I mean anything, is possible. Now I think it's important that we start this story from the beginning, with me having an average day of my average life in my average house in Massachusetts. I'm home, choking my chicken, when I get a call from Jimmy. He had his signature Pete Ciroc bottle in hand and was yelling over FaceTime. Yo, I'm coming to pick you up. We're gonna go visit some friends of mine in Toronto. And I figured he was just lit and talking shit, so I ironically respond. I'm like, sure, of course, let's leave in 10, come scoot. And I hang up. Within the next 13 minutes, we were on our way. Me, Jimmy, and Little Butt. Now, Little Butt is someone you guys aren't familiar with, but he's just as crazy, if not crazier than Jimmy. It's hard to explain, but he's a guy that puts you in either the best or worst situations in your life. There's never an in-between. So when I got in the car and I saw him in the driver's seat, and then I realized that Jimmy was next to him, I tried getting out and running for my fucking life. But the door was locked, the child lock was on, and he already peeled off. At this point, I knew the fuckery had begun. Little Butt had 10 blunts rolled for the 8-hour drive. And by the time we were approaching the border, he was about to pass out from the 6-8 smoke. He pulls over and gives Jimmy the wheel, so he can drive the last 2 hours for us. Wrong move. As we approach the US-Canadian border, there are 3 lanes in which travelers can go through, and 1 designated for officers. And I'll give you 2 guesses as to which lane Jimmy took. Needless to say, they instantly stopped us. The border patrol, with a heart etched into his hair, waves us over to park our car for inspection. And Little Butt turns to us. Guys, I need to tell you something. We knew there were 4 blunts in the car, but they were hidden in the luggage, in the middle of clothes, in the trunk, so I started trying to console him. Like, don't worry, bro, they might not even find it. And if they do, it's just weed, like, we'll say it's legal in Massachusetts and that we thought it'd be fine. No, it's not that, And just as he was about to tell us, a thumping knock hit the window. We all jumped and saw this officer who looked like he ate Drake telling us to go to the curb and wait as they inspect our car. While one officer is opening all our shit up, another is collecting our documents. And I'm praying that they don't find Little Butt's blunts. And after what seemed like an hour, the officer pulled out 2 beautifully rolled blunts. And he walks over to me. Well, hello, you rat-looking, rice and beans cooking, ugly girl fucking piece of spoiled cochina. Nah, I'm fucking with you, he didn't say that. But he did bring us inside the main building. Drizzy told us we would each be interrogated individually and asked if any of us needed to use the bathroom beforehand. At this point, you would think we were 3 bad bitches in the club because we all got up simultaneously and told the officer, yeah, actually, me and my bitches need to go pee, so you can just wait here. And we strutted towards the restroom. Once we're inside, tempers are flaring, emotions are getting the best of us, and Jimmy's trying to line up what our stories are going to be in the most Jimmy fashion possible. We tell him it's not ours. Bro, who else would it be? The car is ours, and we're the only 3 here. We say it's planted. Yo, who plants pre-rolls in a car? Is this the nicest supervillain ever? Okay, we offer him half of 1. Okay, shut the fuck up, Jimmy. And as we're bickering, Little Butt screams over us. Guys, I have more. More what? I ask, knowing the answer isn't going to be good. Drugs, bro. I have acid, coke, everything, bro. Now I'm ready to have a heart attack. I'm picturing having to call my mom and tell her I'm going to be on the news for smuggling drugs over the Canadian border. So I start telling him, bro, flush that shit right the fuck now. Where is it? Go in there and flush it. And then Jimmy starts throwing his 2 cents in like, No, I think these toilets won't take them down. I think they're used to catch people who try and do that. Now, I don't know shit about border toilets, so I'm weighing this in as a viable theory, and I ask him again. Okay, so where is it? In my shoe, bro. Alright, so let's leave it somewhere in the bathroom here hidden. No, bro. They're gonna look later, bro. I keep it, bro. So we go back to our seats, and after what Border Patrol probably thought was the longest dump in history, we plopped down and waited for the inevitable. They called Jimmy in first. He comes in and out 10 minutes, give or take. We didn't even have enough time to ask what happened. They called me in. I'm scared as fuck. They begin asking questions. Is the weed yours? No. Are you high right now? No. Do you ever get nervous? Are you single? I heard you fuck your girl. Nah, I'm just fucking. And then after a long line of questioning, Drake made me strip to my socks and underwear while they shook out my shoes and checked my clothes for drugs. Now I know we're fucked. And I'm just waiting for them to call Little Bud in and find everything. He goes in last. And through the tiny square window in the door that looked like the door to a principal's office, I see a blurry little butt, shirtless while the interrogator shakes his shoes out. It's over. We're all going to jail, Jimmy. Fuck, I have to call someone. Fuck. My mind's racing as I think about what my next move is going to be. And then he starts tapping the first shoe. Little Bud is still stone-faced. He taps the other. And I see Little Bud's head drop. His eyes fixated on the floor. I knew it was over. My eyes were ready to start watering in a last-ditch attempt to get out of this mess. I was going to go full cry mode, little bitch. And that's when the door swung open. Out walks Lil Butt, head hung, with Officer Drake walking behind him. And only as he got closer could I see the grin on his face that he clearly couldn't hold back. No way. No fucking way. How the fuck did he manage to pull this one off? The officer brings us to the front desk and tells us, your friend here admitted to owning the weed. So unfortunately, we can't let him go through. You two are good to go. All three of us walk outside, sad about the whole situation, and we start trying to figure out how we're going to get Little Butt home. Morale was low. The trip was already ruined. As we're planning, Drake comes outside. Hey, listen here. I might be too strung out on compliments, maybe even to overdose on confidence, but I'm letting them go through. Let it be known, though, anytime you cross the border from here on out, you will be fully searched. This was the best thing he could have told us. We couldn't believe our luck. So we just thanked him, sprinted to the car as we could get out of there. We drove for 10 minutes so tense that wind couldn't even leave our buttholes. Once we finally got a safe distance away, I broke the silence. Yo, Lil Butt, what the fuck happened in there? How did they not find anything? I saw them shaking your shoes. He turns and says, they were in my toes, bro. This dude put each drug in between a different pair of toes and kept his shit clenched like a new booty in jail. He kept it there for the life of him, staring at the ground to make sure nothing was sticking out. And I just thought he was sad looking down at the floor. He pulled everything out, and we started popping. Little did we know, this was a wild beginning to a much, much crazier story.
You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down the block with a badass bitch. With my mind on the chips and it's not on my hip. Fuck then I dip, say I'm finna take a trip. You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down the block with a badass bitch. With my mind on the chips and it's not on my hip. Fuck then I dip, say I'm finna take a